Welcome to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football on WYLN, and it's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partners. I'm your host, Marty Burns. I'll be joined this week by head coach Dennis Bookman of the Hazleton Area Cougars. Coming off a big win over Scranton, we'll talk about that victory right after this.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Having a trusted local healthcare partner who knows you and keeps you well is vital. Lehigh Valley Health Network's Vital Choice program is a free wellness program for greater Hazleton area residents ages 60 plus who like having choices in healthcare. Vital Choice gives you access to your choice of doctors, your choice of healthcare services, and free and discounted fitness, wellness, and social benefits without limiting you to one insurance provider. Learn more at lvhn.org/vitalchoice or call 501-7444.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service.
From maintenance
To major service.
from Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969. BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
We welcome you back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football here on WYLN. And as always, it's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. I'm your host, Marty Burns, joined once again by Hazleton Area head football coach Dennis Bookman. And Coach, a nice win Friday night at Scranton. We had talked about it last week, what you have classified as the beginning of your playoffs, and your team came away with a nice road victory.
Absolutely. We talk about all the time how it's important for us to be able to travel on the road and be able to get off the bus and ready to play. And you talk about some of the difficult places we've played on the road this year, and being able to get wins at Crispin Field, to be able to get a win against a really good Dallas football team on the road. And now once again, it's Scranton, not an easy place to play whatsoever. We talked about one of our key points: our defense needed to travel. They certainly did that. Offensively, we came to life. We got the run game going with a tremendous outing from our passing game. Once again, we played complementary football in all three phases. And I can't be more proud of our program, our players, our coaches, everybody affiliated, that against a really good quality opponent in Scranton, we were able to go up there and get a win.
And we have talked constantly throughout this season about the weapons that you have offensively. And I think we have to give Tyler Wolf a lot of credit because his completion percentages, most games, are fairly high. He's passing from nice yardage, especially Friday night against Scranton. But it also seems like he's spreading the ball around nicely, getting it to these different weapons that you have. But he's also doesn't seem like, and I know you don't, highlights are highlights for a reason, but he doesn't seem to be forcing it to certain players. He's just taking what's coming to him
Absolutely. He's reading the field really well right now. We talk about the complementary football we're playing throughout in each position right now. We had 6 guys touch the football on Friday night on the offensive side. You look at the way right now our backs are running with Matt Bookman and Ryan Matthews doing a great job of feeding off one another. Obviously, the receiving group that we talk about that we feel is so deep and talented. Guys are taking turns there. They're being selfless. They're running routes to get other guys open. Our offensive line did a tremendous job Friday night, not only just in the run game, but in pass pro as well. And Tyler will be the first one to tell you that those things make his job a lot easier on a Friday night. But we certainly don't go without number 14. And, you continue to see the maturation process of Tyler Wolf. It started, from week 1 against Wyoming area, and he's just continued to grow more and more. That completion percentage, he's now over 65% on the year. I'm just so proud of him, so proud of all of our guys that the way they compete, and we're continuing to grow. We're overcoming some adverse situations throughout a game, which that happens, all the time. It's how you respond to those moments, and we're just doing a great job, and we couldn't do it without the leadership of Tyler Wolf on the field.
And one more point before we get to the highlights that I'd like to make. A young man that we've seen step up and grow throughout the season, Ryan Matthews. And what you're able to do with him, keep him in the backfield, put Matt Bookman out. People think, okay, you guys are just going to pass. There was a couple opportunities that Ryan got to run the football, and then when he's there, as you mentioned, in pass protection, if he doesn't have anybody to block, then he knows he can sneak out, and there were times that he looked like he was wide open.
Number 10 had a monster game, and he just continues to get better and better every week. Ryan Matthews, he'll do anything for his football team, and that's what makes him so special. Like a lot of our guys, he could be in the backfield. He has no problem, being able to stay in and pass pro, releasing him out of the backfield, running the football. Is continuing to grow as a blocker as well, and just getting so good. Then you talk about everything that he does on the defensive side. So he's just an example of, one of those players that is getting better from week to week, and we couldn't be more proud of the development and, certainly the maturation of Ryan.
And as promised, let's get a look at the highlights from the 27-7 victory from Friday night. And again, listed as Beltre and friends.
Great job here by Jimmy Beltre from his rush end position, squeezing down. You see a host of Hazleton area Cougars on the tackle.
Nice 9-yard run here by Matthew Bookman.
We talk about Ryan Matthews, a great pin there of the inside backer. Matt Bookman getting north right now, a great gain on our first offensive play.
And here, a catch for a first down, the aforementioned Ryan Matthews.
Ryan Matthews, once again, being able to check first, getting the soft spot. This is a big 4th down right here. 4th and 9, Ryan Matthews able to get north and fall forward for a first.
And here it almost looks like the defense didn't think you were going to run the ball.
Absolutely, and Ryan Matthews once again, we're able to spread the defense out here. Ryan Matthews does a great job getting inside the tight red, which sets up then Matthew Bookman here on power, does a great job of increasing this, getting upfield and scoring our first touchdown.
And here's a second look at it.
Once again, we look at Ryan pinning the end. We have Leo Kelly, who's able to pull the lead, does a great job getting upfield as well. It's a big play for us there to take the lead early.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Bookman's favorite play, team defense.
You have to love it. Look at all the white jerseys here. A big 4th down play there once again for us to give us the ball back now in a crucial situation to take command of the game.
And here a big pass play to Connor Shamani.
Great job by Tyler Wolf, first of all, delivering a catchable ball and a ball that allowed Connor to be able to crease this. And Connor, he's so special.
And our guest from last week, a nice 15-yard catch to Matt Casadas.
Matt Casadas here being able to pace through the defensive back half, does a nice job getting in Tyler Wolf's vision. Great delivery of the football by Tyler Wolf.
And another catch for Connor Shamani.
We have a screen here. We're second and long after a missed snap. Connor Shamani, great job of getting upfield now. Sets us up with a 3rd down and manageable situation.
And here we get a touchdown catch from Matthew Bookman, and we look at it twice.
Another 4th down here for us. We're able to, Tyler immediately, we talk about reading the field. He notices no safety, cover 0 immediately. He knows his inside receiver is able to cross the face of the number 3 here, and Matthew Bookman does a nice job of getting open.
And we go back once again to a host of white jerseys, team defense.
Team defense has to travel on the road, and we were able to do that Friday night. It's a testament once again to our players, our coaches, and our entire program.
And here a nice sack chasing the quarterback down from behind by Trayvon Corchado.
Just the effort here and the tenacity and the relentlessness that we play defensively. Great example there with Trayvon.
Great look here at Matthew Casas and what he sees here on this punt return.
We talk about special teams. It's not the third phase or the other phase for us. It's the phase that matters the most. And we take control of another possession here, getting the ball across midfield. Great job by our return team to be able to return this and put us inside the 50-yard line.
And here Casas on a 35-yard catch down to the 1.
Finding the soft spot and cover 3 here. Matt Casadas does a nice job after the catch. We talk about it. We just don't want possession receivers. We want playmakers, and Matt Casadas does a wonderful job there of getting inside the 1-yard line.
And on a nice slant, we'll look at this twice. Wolf to Shimano.
You talk about the placement of this football. First of all, to be able to put this low and away is just what a spot to be able to throw this. Connor Shimani does a great job on the route across the face here of the corner and able to score a touchdown for us. Big play.
And you went for 2, and we'll look at this twice.
Absolutely. Scranton ended up jumping off sides here, so we thought it was a great opportunity for us to be able to go up 20-0 in the game. Our offensive line, what a tremendous job there, and then Ryan Matthews finding the end zone.
And here we see Ryan Matthews on defense.
We talk about, once again, the way that he's developing. Our team continues to grow and get better, and that's another great example.
And here a 35-yard catch by Ryan Matthews, and we look at this twice.
This should be called the Ryan Matthews Show tonight. and it's fitting, too. It's his birthday today.
Oh,
so
happy birthday.
I have to throw a shout-out to him. But great job here, first of all, up front by us. A great pass pro here. Nice job by our back to be able to seal the edge. We manipulated the safety there, ran a seam route through the inside half. A great job again by Tyler Wolf.
And here we get a 42-yard run by Matthew Bookman.
Excellent job here all around. Matt Bookman, it's great to see him get in space here then afterwards. He's such a tough physical runner, as all our backs are, and what a great job getting inside the 5.
And we go back to team defense.
Team defense once again. Look at all the white jerseys we have around the football, hungry to make a play.
In this play we look at twice, a Mitchell Maston interception.
This is huge, and I couldn't be happier for Mitchell here. Great job of being able to understand his assignment, 1 of 11. He just makes a tremendous play here. High points the football, eyes immediately to the ball, starts to get north after the catch as well. What a play by Mitch.
And Christian Price with a 40-yard catch.
This is big time. In the flow of the game here, another 4th down right here. We talk about what a job of high pointing the ball. Tyler Wolf putting this ball where only Christian can make a play on it. It's a great catch, and he has the presence of mind to roll his front shoulder away from the corner as well.
And we saw it earlier. Here's the second interception of the night for Mitchell Maston.
Mitchell Maston, gigantic night. He was a star among stars on Friday night. Makes a big play here. We talk about now not only getting stops on defense, but generating turnovers. We were able to do that twice again on Friday night.
And here Matthew Casadas, a 32-yard catch.
Matt Casadas, we talked about just previous. We talked about, again, not only making a catch, but now looking to get upfield immediately. We see guys throwing blocks for him, and what a gain and what a job by Matthew Casadas.
Tackle for loss by Valdez.
Excellent job here. We have Big John, great play there on the edge at his defensive end position.
23-yard catch here for a wide-open Ryan Matthews.
Ryan Matthews, once again, does a great job. Tyler Wolf delivers the ball in a timely fashion, gets a big play for us.
And your last touchdown, Christian Price from 25 yards.
This is awesome for Christian. He was on one of our shows earlier in the year. What a tremendous job. I couldn't be more excited for him as well, because this is actually his first varsity touchdown. So, certainly this was something that everybody was, so happy, because Christian, like so many of our guys, he's not afraid to do the dirty work, so to speak, and be able to run a route that gets someone else open, to be able to throw a block on the edge when he's asked to stalk to get a running back going. So you love to see success for players like Christian Price, who's so talented. For him to score on Friday night, it was definitely exciting for our team.
And you talk about playmakers, and I just did a quick count while we were going through the highlights. They talk about chunk plays, 20 plays of 20-plus yards. I think I counted 8 on the highlight sheet. That's a lot for an offense. That shows how well you guys were playing Friday night.
Absolutely, and we talk about, what makes us dangerous is not only the fact that we have chunk plays by, certain players, it's chunk plays by a variety of players. Right. And we pride ourselves on that because it's so important all the time. And I know we say it time and time again, but being able to play this game so selfless. It's so important for our players to understand that, and they love each other. They love our program. They love to go out and they love to compete and get better. And you see that each and every Friday night. And to have the chunk plays that we had offensively, to play the way we did defensively, and then complement that as well with special teams. It was a true three-phase football game that we certainly needed against a really good team in Scranton. And now we're going to have to continue to be able to grow and get better and be efficient in all three phases.
And we should let everybody know that come Friday night, it is senior night, where the senior members of the band and the cheerleaders and also your football team will be honored. Particularly for your football team, this group of seniors, you've got a lot of work yet to do because it's still only week number 8. But to officially say goodbye to those seniors at Harmon Guy Stadium Friday night, what do these seniors mean to you?
They mean everything. We just talked today in our team meeting, and we talked about, first of all, how you'll never forget senior night. Each one of our seniors, like everybody in our program, they're going to go on to do incredible things. But one thing they'll never forget is playing with their friends, playing in front of their family, their community, and especially doing that on senior night. Harmon Geist is such a special place, and we talk about it. It's incredible how fast time goes, and to have these guys play their last official regular season game at home, it's something that is almost surreal because I remember the Christian Prices and Mitchell Mastins and Leo Kellys being moved up as freshmen, and I mean 4 years later now, everything's coming full circle. This is a week that's about our seniors. It's about our entire program, but it's certainly about our seniors and just what they mean to our program. And how tirelessly that they've continued to work, and I couldn't be more proud of this group as I am with our entire team, and I certainly love each one of them. And it's an exciting time this week to not only have senior night, but you kind of talk about the best of both worlds. You also have a tremendous opponent coming in and a gigantic game. When you talk about the framework of our district and our conference, and we'll get to Wilkes-Barre, but you talk about senior night really meaning something because this is a big game as well. So it's exciting. We're at home. We certainly are ready for the challenge, and it starts, getting prepared throughout the week in practice.
And as Coach mentioned, we will talk about the Wolfpack at the end of tonight's show, but up next, one of those seniors, number 56, Chris Sachs, joins us as Sports Talk continues.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright. Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football. And as always, it's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. I'm your host, Marty Burns. Joined this week in the middle by head coach Dennis Bookman, and to our far right, number 56, Chris Sachs, a senior lineman for the Cougars. And Chris, thanks a lot for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
And Coach, let us in on a little bit on what Chris Sachs brings to this program.
First of all, and I'll tell anybody this, Chris Sachs, he's our most improved lineman from last year to this year. When you talk about the progression that he's made from his sophomore year, getting a great JV year in, last year as a junior being a rotational guy and a depth guy. This year now, he's a two-way starter for us, and he's somebody who completely committed this offseason. Just is relentless in his pursuit to be able to do whatever is asked of him in our program. He gave us the ability now on offense. He slid over and is playing center for us, so we were able to move some pieces around early on in the season. He's been a steady key driving factor offensively. He does a great job of defensive tackle. He just continues to get better and better. I love this guy. I'm so proud of him. His motor never stops. He's a joy to have. He's someone that you always know he's going to give his best effort every single day. He brings a smile to everyone's face, and he's not only a great player, but a tremendous person.
Now, Chris, let's talk about moving to the offensive line, starting at center. We've talked with the skill guys all during the season about working with Tyler, but you also have to work with Tyler because, your job goes totally unnoticed unless something bad happens on a snap. So talk about how hard you work with Tyler, and then also, for the most part, he's out of the shotgun, but there could be times that he's coming under center.
So during the summer, new quarterback coming in, it was a little tricky getting the snaps down with him, but we worked a lot, kept getting the snaps down, and now we're good.
And talk about your role at center, because a lot of times the center has a lot of responsibility. You have to check out the defense, so you have to make line calls, make sure that Tyler and the rest of the offense hears your line call, and then you also have to hear that if, in case Tyler sees something, that he changes the play so that you know what you have to do and relay to the rest of your linemen.
Center is a big role. You're like the captain of the line. Have to make sure everyone else knows what they're doing, make sure the backs know what they're doing, and just making sure everything goes right.
And talk about, moving parts around, as Coach mentioned earlier on this season, moving parts around, but getting everybody to fit in, because your group has to, that's the beginning part of working as a team offensively to make everything work.
We work together well as an offensive line. Everyone's able to play any position. It just goes hand in hand, working together, hard work.
It's a testament for these guys too. When you talk about, he had a great point there where all of our linemen, like so many of our players, they dual purpose and they know multiple positions. And, Christopher Sachs is one of them. He can play any one of the offensive line positions. We talk about how that makes you so marketable. And we talk about that selflessness of our team to have, Christopher Sachs and Leo Kelly, Raymond Abreu, who we had on our show, Big John, the list goes on and on. Sam Poro, all these guys know how to play multiple positions on both sides of the football up front. And it just helps so much because we were able to early in the year kind of mix and match pieces until we felt we completed the puzzle here, and that's a testament to these guys. And it's not easy. There's a lot of preparation that goes into that, and Chris Sachs is one of those guys who truly allowed us to be able to move guys in different spots because of his eagerness and willingness to continue to want to develop and get better at multiple positions.
And Chris, defensively, you couldn't have had a better name for a defensive lineman, sack by Sachs, but talk about your role on the defensive line.
D tackle, just got to put pressure in, get to our gaps, and that's pretty much it.
And one last quick question for you. We mentioned you're a senior. It comes quick. Your final regular season game at Harmon Guy Stadium. I know your guys are hoping to get one more come postseason, but as you prepare for senior night.
It's going to be a big preparation week. We hope to come out and have a big one on senior night.
Well, Chris, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. Best of luck against Wilkes-Barre area and the rest of your senior campaign.
Thank you for having me.
And as we mentioned, we're going to talk about those Wolfpack right after this.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Welcome back to Sports Talk. And Coach, we've hit the 2-minute warning again. We mentioned Friday night, senior night, but a big game. Wilkes-Barre area coming to town. Coach Cinti, not many surprises when you face a Coach Cinti-led squad.
Absolutely, Coach Cinti, his staff. It's no surprise they're well coached. They have some really good athletes. They have tremendous size up front. We were able to see them on Saturday. They were down in that football game. They continued to battle. They ended up winning the game with about 12 seconds left, so there's no quit in their team. It's a big game. Both have the same record. Certainly this game could be monumental in deciding home field for a potential rematch in Week 11 or Week 12 once again. So this is a big game for our football program here. We talked about how our playoffs for us started last week, 1-0. This game is the biggest game, as I told our players, because it's the next one. But we talk about all the time protecting the den. Being able to maintain and be able to protect Harmon Guy Stadium. What better time to be able to do that against a tremendously talented Wilkes-Barre team and on senior night?
And Coach, wishing you luck on senior night. Wishing for win number 5 on the season. Best of luck against the Wolfpack.
Thank you so much. Go Cougars.
Chris?
Go Cougars.
All right, perfect. So, for Chris Sachs, hey, Coach Dennis Bookman, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Join us next week for another edition of Sports Talk. We go over the regular season home finale against Wilkes-Barre area, a look ahead to the Spartans of Wyoming Valley West, We'll also have another special guest from the Cougar football program. That's all next week on Sports Talk, and it's brought to you, as always, by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner.